Hello and welcome to Miniatures Rundown. I'm Mitchell.
And I'm Coty.
And today we have the new releases for, I almost said August. I don't know why I almost said August. I almost said October.
You did that last time.
I did. May 6th.
What year is it?
Revenge of the 6th, if you will. I'm not even a Star Wars fan. And we have the release of the new Underworlds 2-player set, Wyrdhollow, the Combat Patrol for World Eaters, and a whole bunch of paint sets.
More paint sets.
So let's start with some of the stuff we're not going to open.
Yeah.
So put off the Wyrdhollow stuff. We got an actual bajillion paint sets.
Paint sets, Wave 2?
Wave 2. Yeah, I guess that's true.
Kind of.
We have the Shade Paint Set. We covered this in our Sunday Rundown video. That the cost of all of these, they are $55 retail. Mm-hmm. And they're between like $68 and $70. They're very close together for cost. The shades and the contrasts are a little bit more bang for your buck, but you only get 9 paints.
Yeah.
But they're more expensive paints. So, Josh and I noted that they are very, like, other than a few exceptions, they're very muted colors just across the board. They're kind of going for this is what everybody wants, I think.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
They're trying not to be too out there.
Yeah.
And then I guess they're more base colors, so you can always mix them and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we have, I mean, the shade one is nearly perfect. It has, the only real standout is maybe Soulblight Gray. I haven't actually used that yet.
I haven't either.
But it has Agrax Earthshade, Null and Oil, a green, a blue, a red, a yellow, sepia, and flesh shade. It's like, you're going to be buying almost all of these anyway. Yeah, so it's a pretty good deal.
The only reason why I haven't considered that box is because I have most of those already.
Yeah, this is great. We get a lot of people asking about, like, you guys have any paint bundles? And it's like the Army Painter ones are all of them.
Yeah.
It's like, here is every paint that we sell. I like the option of like, here is the shades that you'll probably need. So this is not bad. I don't mind it. Next one is the contrasts. This one's a little weirder. Skeleton Horde Black, Legion, and Apothecary White, I think are all good. There's the flesh and the leather. They're fine. I guess it's very similar because it has a green, a blue, a red, and a yellow. Mm-hmm. And then your generic Skeleton Horde's a little weird option for me because that one seems like a very specific color.
Yeah, but that one, I use that one a lot for like teeth and bone and
that's
a whole bunch of different stuff. Like, doesn't have to just be for spooky skeleton armies. I do use that one quite a bit actually. I do like the choice of yellow because I have that one, and then the other yellow, I think it's Bad Moon. Bad Moon's good for certain things, but that one, or is that?
Is this the one that's like ridiculously high pigment yellow?
I think so.
That's interesting.
But the Bad Moon one comes off a little like green if you don't do it right.
Oh, really?
Like, you know, like how yellow is.
Yeah.
Like it comes off a little weird. I don't know how to explain it, but the Imperial Fist yellow is a lot better.
Interesting.
So I'm glad they chose that yellow.
No, I haven't tried that one. I know painting with yellow can be difficult, so I like the fact that they give you something like so high pigment. Yeah, that might not actually be a terrible pickup then.
And then Blood Angels Red, perfect, base red.
Yep, that one I do have and I've used it a lot. It's very good.
I have that one as well.
A Saruman Blue I don't have, and then I think Gut Rip of Flesh is an interesting one because it's like a very like muted green rather than a that could have been something. I guess Striking Scorpion's pretty bright. But
Striking Scorpion's super bright, but I was thinking like maybe like Orc Flesh because that's like, I mean, I guess it's like dark, but like it's closer to like true green than that, where that's kind of like
Whereas these are all like this is red, this is yellow, this is blue. This is like you wouldn't go that is green.
Right.
It's weird to explain colors, but yeah, that's probably the only weird one is the Gut Rip of Flesh. Now we have your bases, your super classic Mechanicus Standard Gray, Abaddon Black, Macrage Blue. Like, there's a whole bunch of good ones in here. We can just skip Korax White because nobody likes Korax White.
Yeah, just throw that one away.
Just throw it away. Even Wraithbone is good. Lead Belcher. They took. I feel like they took their best selling paint and just kind of threw it all in a box.
Yes.
Which I'm okay with. Again, Auric Flesh on here.
Yeah.
Strange option.
The lighter.
Also
green.
Also Wog Flesh though, so they give you 2 different greens.
Yeah. See, this is closer to the green that I was talking about.
Yeah.
I feel like that one.
Like not quite Dark Angels green, but like a little bit brighter than that.
Right.
But at least they give you 2 options here. This is again a good bundle of paints that everyone should probably use. Bugman's Glow I'm not a huge fan of. I do own that one. I don't use it a lot. I know people use it for their flesh, but no. And then layered paints. This one I feel like I don't know how I feel about this one. I have heard Evil Sun Scarlet is like the end all be all red highlight.
Yeah, it's pretty good because when highlighting red, if you try to mix it with another like red and white or something like that, it always comes out pink.
Right.
That one kind of keeps it on the more like orange spectrum, so looks better in my opinion.
And then 3 different greens in this one. I don't know exactly. This one is the one that I'm kind of off about.
Yeah.
All the other ones seem to be like
because
good choices.
They try to like bring it up a notch from the darker bases, like it's so you do your highlights and stuff like that. With
You're supposed to get these 2 things together in it.
Yeah, so they're complementing the base box with that one. So I can see why they chose the colors for this one, but yeah.
Also, there's no. Oh, there is a Balthazar gold. Sorry, that one's just so dark I didn't see it. I said there's no gold in this one, but there is in this one. But never mind, there is. Okay. We have the.
After long waiting.
I don't know about long waiting. Like their book just came out.
Well, I mean, it was supposed to come out with the book, as far as I know, but it got delayed or something.
Yeah, I think so. They just keep doing that where it's like sometimes they'll come out. No, that's worse. Sometimes they come out with the book, sometimes they don't, which is, I'm just used to it at this point. Should be the last Combat Patrol. I think all the other ones are out.
I believe so.
And
except for new ones that might be coming out with 10th edition.
Yeah, but like every faction currently has one. This is a really good one. I like this one a lot. It doesn't have the best thing in the faction, which is fine. But it has your base. It has 2 units of I almost said World Leaders. Berserkers. And 10-man unit of what are they called? Jackals. Thank you. I just almost said cultists.
They're basically cultists.
And then, guy on Juggernaut, which can be made as Lord Invocatus, as far as I know, can be made out of this one.
So right now, Lord Invocatus is like super broken.
Yep.
He's very good. You're gonna want to pick him up either way, and then like Mitchell was saying, it's a base box. You pick this box up, and then you just spend like $500 in 8-bound, and you have like a meta World Leaders army.
And I think with the upcoming Combat Patrol format, this will be decent in it. Obviously, we don't know what it will entail, but I feel like there's nothing in here that's not great.
Right.
Which is good.
Because Berserkers on their own are like they're pretty good.
And they are troop levels of terrifying.
Yeah. Rather
than 8-bound levels of terrifying.
Yes.
The most boring thing we have is the Rivals deck, which is just a pack of cards for the Underworlds Rivals format. It's fine. I have not played Underworlds since the Rivals format happened, so I actually don't know what this puts into the game, but if you play Rivals, you probably want it.
I don't know much about Underworlds at all, so
maybe we'll do a learn to play.
Yeah.
Because it's not a bad game, it's just weird.
Yeah, I mean, I have the Seraphon.
That's fair, you do. And speaking of weird, see what I did there? We have the Wyrdhollow. We talked about this a bit. First of all, for the Adepticon announcement.
Yep.
Second of all, when they put it up for pre-order last week.
Yeah.
And I think I love all of the models in this box. The more I look at the Stormcast, the more I like them. I really like the Spellcasty Stormcast. I don't know why. But the Tzeentch are gorgeous. I need those models at some point in my life.
Yeah, Tzeentch are really cool. I think, weirdly enough, I'm more excited for the Stormcast because I actually have some Stormcasts that I want to build at some point.
Yeah.
Tzeentch, I have no idea what I would do with because I don't play Underworlds. I mean, I might eventually, but that's literally the only use I'd have for them. But they look really cool. Like, they're way cooler than the Stormcast, don't get me wrong. Yeah. But I think I'd get more use out of the Stormcast.
That's fair. And we got to see what they do in... they haven't put out their sheets for Age of Sigmar yet, which is the thing that I'm really interested in. As per usual, they are one sprue on a single little sheet. and they are colored plastic, so that they're easy to build, colored plastic, so you can just pop them together and play, which is awesome. Unfortunate lack of posability on the easy to build models, but they are very cool.
Yeah, and if you want to get crazy with it, you can just snip off some of the guides and kind of go a little nuts. Some models are easier. The Stormcast ones, I sure would be pretty easy to do that.
Yeah, because they have all the spaces in their armor that you
kind of like the GI Joes. Of Sigmar.
Tzeentch would be a little harder because it even looks like, I don't know if it's the same on Stormcast. Let me check. No. So the Tzeentch, it looks like their toes, like part of their feet, are ingrained on the bases. So that would be very difficult. The Stormcast doesn't have that problem. They have the like footprint outline, but the feet are on the.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Like
maybe
there's
not
even like tentacles from one of them on.
Yeah, I think the tentacles are the leader actually.
Yeah.
So that one might be a little difficult to repose, especially the legs.
Yeah.
I've had that problem with the Herald for Tzeentch, because the way that he only comes in the Burning Chariot box, and he's supposed to have this little. He either sits on the chariot, which has his feet ingrained into it, or he has this little like fire thing that he's supposed to sit on, but he's always like surfing, like 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and you can't do anything about it.
Yikes.
So yeah, that could be annoying, but we'll see. But yeah, these models, look at these guys are a little smaller than I expected, but that makes them very detailed because of it. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen an actual pink horror in person, so I don't have anything to compare it to.
Well, I'll bring some Friday and we can play.
All right.
Because I haven't actually played against you yet in 40K.
We have not.
But yeah, these models look fantastic. As per usual, they have the positives and the negatives of the monopose, because the monopose models, their dynamics always look very cool, but the posability, like we said, suffers. Yeah. And I would probably pick up this whole box if it wasn't for the price.
Yeah.
Because they just keep increasing the price on these boxes. This time they did not increase it. It stayed $95, which is too much in my opinion.
Yeah.
I know cardboard costs a lot to print, apparently. But the cardboard, like, let's see if we can pull it out of here. Because we have the cards for each faction. We have the dice. And then, here, I'll move these out of the way. Now we've looked at them a little bit. And then we have Lift to find your rulebook. Oh yeah, this should also have the paper rulebook in it. And of course everything's upside down now. The instructions, and then the board. Whee! Okay, good, it didn't fly off. The boards, which I think it comes with 2 boards? 2 or 3. That you play on. And these are pretty expensive in and of themselves, as far as I know. Because their cardboard is usually very expensive. Or it's just a huge markup. Maybe. Also an option. So yeah, this is what you get in it. You get cards, dice, rules, and literally 1 double-sided sheet of instructions to build everything. Which again, monopose, that's pretty normal. Yeah. But $95, I feel like that's too much.
I agree.
And what they've been doing recently with the Underworlds teams is they don't put these teams out individually. They put them together in a separate box together, just without the board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's still, as far as I know, I have not got any of those.
I remember you saying something about that back when they were first announced, because I was thinking about trying to pick up the Stormcasts by themselves.
Yeah.
But that might have to be a secondhand market kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, unfortunately. But if I want both the teams, like getting them on the secondhand market, they're going to be $50 a piece anyway.
That's true.
So who knows?
But yeah, $95 for 8 miniatures and a couple game boards and a rule book. I mean, if you have somebody else that you want to split the game with and you're actually going to play, sure. But if you just want the models,
yeah, this box in particular might not be worth it.
Yeah.
We'll see. Maybe GW will surprise us and go back to releasing the boxes individually.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. I was going to say, but until then. But if that never happens, then we're just never coming back. But until next time, I've been Mitchell.
I've been Coty.
Bye.
Bye.